Salute, Miss J. I see you first in here. Salute to everybody else pulling up. We're about to get started. Give us about, let's wait till about the 5-minute mark, maybe 5-minute mark. Give people enough time. I know I forgot to schedule this thing. So we're going to give people a little time to get in here. Oh, man, what's that? Let's salute to everybody that pulled up. Maya Bell, good. How you doing? Salute, David Johnson. Vaughn, what's good? What's good? Yeah, we got some good ones tonight, y'all. We got some good ones tonight. So get your drink, man. Let's find out what's going on in the news. I'm not gonna make y'all wait too long. We're gonna get straight into it.
Make them live what they rap. Big cap niggas ain't living like that. Do the most, get too close, you a ghost. Dope is the dope, you get more than the dose. Give all that I got till it ain't nothing left. I don't need no help, I could do it myself. I'm really a chef, cook it right out of left. Run up a check till I run out of breath. Prune them out, make them live what they rap. Big cap niggas ain't living like that. Do the most, get too close, you a ghost. Dope is the dope, you get more than the dose. Give all that I got till it ain't nothing left. I don't need no help, I could do it myself.
Niggas big cat like a mixed fiesta. Dope on the scale, you won't get no extra this way. Make your hoe do what the money say. Tell your old man he don't want it, babe. I just bought a new stick the other day. Cook dope on the stove or microwave. Neighbors don't like the J, they keep coming. Come on, I'ma keep serving the dumb and defy the ranks. Shit smell like fungus. No Q and not just the city. Keep focus my business, I'm just being honest. Keep dealers and killers among me. Wrap your ass up like a mummy. Stand that little white hood and dip on her. I feel like OJ little homie. To the floor of the car, I'm alone. Send it to the Pope man. Freddie P fly higher than most. Higher than most. Try me, didn't I see a ghost? 93 OG, it came from West Coast. Time to your hoe, I just came from my throat. MOBB OG gang, oh let's go.
Go take a seat, get at the kitchen, I'm cooking, keep whipping it. Long as promoters keep booking, I'm running it. You get it all till I'm done with it. Give me that reaper, your block, you won't get it. Hell with the scale, got it booming like speakers. I know what I'm doing. Don't need no features, court dates and funerals, commas and numerals. Really a chef cooking up right or left. Working my move, I need more than enough. These niggas bluff, they really not tough. Head first, running up a check till my heart start 3-point. Working on my shot, trying to get high. Swear to God, promise not to fold, never flip flop. Good smoke, good dope, busting out the zip lock. Don't think about it, you try, you might die. These niggas capping, they living a lie. Run out of breath, point them out, make them live what they rap. Big cap niggas ain't living like that. Do the most, get too close, you a ghost. Dope is the dope, you get more than the dose. Give all that.
Salute to everybody.
Let's get started.
Much love. To the chat. Jimmy McFly was good. Conversation was good. Tanya 52 was good. So y'all know, man, it's a crazy world, man. I can't make this stuff up. All I can do is just put you on game about it, man. Have your will. A wise man or
a wise woman, they always learn from others' mistakes. So we're gonna learn from the mistakes of others today, y'all. We're gonna learn from the mistakes of others. But how y'all doing today, man? How y'all doing? Much love to y'all, man. Y'all beautiful. Y'all beautiful out there. Y'all beautiful out there. I'm wildin', man. Okay, I think I got rid of the echo. I had two mics on at one time, so am I still echoing? Yeah, let me know. I had two mics on. I think I got rid of the echo though. But if I'm still echoing, let me know. I'll see what adjustment I need to make. But I think I got rid of it. So we're gonna start out today with well, not this story that yeah. We're gonna start out today. We got Cuban Gooden, not Cuban Gooden. I'm thinking about the brother. We got Omar Gooden, exposing Hollywood, telling he was asked would his career be a little further if he probably followed the homosexual agenda. And he had a little something to say about that. But before we get into that, man, let's get to I Can't Make This Up real quick, man. We got to do I Can't Make This Up, right? So, as y'all can see on the screen what it says, we got a pregnant woman who tried to rob a driver before she got shot and killed. Yeah, you got that right. It's not a driver trying to rob a pregnant woman. The pregnant woman trying to rob a driver. Now, what kind of world we living in? Well, we got pregnant women out here trying to rob men. What kind of world we living in when we got that kind of crap going on? But let me play the story. Fair use, fair use. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button on your way in.
To a breaking news update, police are looking for the shooter who killed a pregnant woman and then left her body in the middle of the street.
And now Chicago police are telling us that pregnant woman was allegedly trying to rob a driver when she was shot. Just disturbing details in this story as it unfolds. CBS News' Al Rizai live, the 25th District Police Station, with more about what happened here.
Yeah, good morning, guys. Very unusual and devastating circumstances surrounding this shooting. Police say that the shooter took off, leaving hundreds of dollars in cash on that victim's body. The victim, 21-year-old and 7 months pregnant, was shot multiple times after getting into a car, and police saying demanding money. We're told shots were fired both from outside of the car and from people inside of the car. In this video, you can see a big crime scene. This is near Laramie and Montana around 1 o'clock yesterday. Family and friends identifying her as 21-year-old Genesis Escobar. The shooting apparently happened near a family friend's home.
Now, this is very highly unusual, especially of a girl that's this pretty. I mean, wow. Wow. Yeah, a girl this pretty out here robbing. Out here robbing. Is Chicago that down and bad right now? Jeez Louise. Is Chicago that down and bad where even the pretty girl, they done stopped she can't sell her body, she pregnant, but hell, that ain't never stopped that. Yeah, that ain't never stopped that. So that's wild.
They tell us they found Escobar shot in the street after hearing at least 4 gunshots.
They threw a bunch of money on top of her.
What does that represent in your opinion?
I don't know if she was into some kind of trouble.
Now, things just got a little stranger. Because usually when somebody rob you, when you try to rob somebody, they don't want to give you money. When they killed her, they threw money on top of her. Did y'all just hear that? Let me play that back again real quick, man, just in case y'all missed that.
The shooting apparently happened near a family friend's home. They tell us they found Escobar shot in the street after hearing at least 4 gunshots.
They threw a bunch of money on top of her.
What does that represent in your opinion?
I don't know if she was into some kind of trouble.
Now, we do know the shooter took off in an unknown car. The woman and her unborn baby, unfortunately, died at the hospital. Right now, police say they are investigating, and no one is in custody. I'm reporting from the 25th District Police Station. Al Rizai, CBS 2 News.
Now, that's very unfortunate. 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 Now, that's very unfortunate But I believe there's a lot of layers that probably have to be pulled back on this story. Because like I said, it's not really it's kind of odd for somebody to throw money on top of you after you try to rob them. What's good, 421 TV? What's good, boss man? Salute Deron BTV. Salute steady grinding. I see you, boss. But yeah, it's kind of unusual to, first of all, like I say, see a pretty girl like that robbing while she pregnant. And then apparently, I don't know if it's the person she tried to rob or something. They threw money on top of her after they killed her. So I went into a couple of more articles. I wanted to see more about this story to see if I could figure out what that meant. I might need to talk to somebody in Chicago. You know, somebody from Chicago probably will know better. But I looked around a couple of stores. I'm looking to see if there's anything, if somebody else might have said something different. Pregnant with baby, came to visit at 1 p.m. It says she texts somebody. She said, please help me, I'm in trouble. And she texts, but her daughter was sleeping. So it looked like she was coming to somebody's house and something happened. That story there don't do too much. Let me look at this other story. I'm pulling up different sources, y'all, because I want to see if somebody else covered it from a different angle. Okay, this says, and this is the female. It doesn't look like the type of female that would be out there trying to rob while she's pregnant. Now, she might have done something, tried to line somebody up. That might make more sense. Okay, it said a pregnant woman was killed in exchange of gunfire while trying to rob someone Monday in Belmont Crayon on Northwest Side. Genesis Escobar entered a car on the 5200 block of West Montana Street about 1 p.m. intending to commit robbery. I think what it is, she was trying to help somebody set somebody up, y'all. I think that probably make more sense about what happened. It's a gunfire exchange between people in the car and someone outside. Police said Escobar shot in the shoulder, back, and hand. Yeah, I think somebody was getting lined up right here, y'all. She was setting up a place, somebody got set up, and she got caught up in the middle. She was taken to Illinois' Masonic Medical Center where she was pronounced dead, police said. Friends of Escobar told reporters at the scene that she was 7 months pregnant and the baby did not survive. When we got to the hospital, unfortunately, the baby was not able to be saved. She passed away as well. Says her friend. Her mother said her and her daughter heard gunshots. We looked out the window, seen that the vehicle, someone opened up the door, walked around the vehicle, pulled the body out, and drove off, she said. I feel that for a person to do that to someone doesn't have a heart. No one is in custody. I mean, you can say they don't have a heart, but they're not going to sit there with a dead body that they probably just had something to do with. I mean, that don't make no sense. Salute, Mom Boss Mayo. Yeah, ain't nobody about to sit there with a dead body. You tripping, woman. I mean, I know it's your child and everything. Salute, Jennifer Velez. Yeah, you tripping. Ain't nobody about to sit there with a dead body. I mean, I know you don't know what happened. But I don't know how they figure she tried to rob somebody though, if they don't have anybody in custody and they really don't know what happened. I mean, did she have a gun on her? I'm a little confused how the overall result was she tried to rob somebody. But it's sad, you know, this young lady lost her life and the baby lost their life living that life. She should have been relaxing, you know, but I guess that's how it goes around there, man. You know, all I hear is about the females doing a lot of setting the dudes up around there. And that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. But hey, we people just gotta do better, man. They gotta do better. It's weird though, man. They definitely putting that narrative that she was definitely trying to rob somebody. They definitely going with that narrative that she died while trying to rob somebody. They don't say if she had a gun. They don't say witnesses said. It's like they very for sure this pregnant woman died trying to rob somebody. I'm a little, you know, I'm a little suspect of this article, but it says it on multiple articles and it's all over the news. So it is what it is though. But that's wild. I can't make that up, man. That's wild. But we're gonna move on to our next segment. Salute to who that is? Jay Free just came in. Salute. Salute. So on to our next article, man. On to our next. We're gonna get into this Omar Gooden. Him kind of exposing you know, Hollywood. And he's not depressed or anything. I don't want y'all like, oh, well, he doing bad. That's so now he gotta talk shit about, you know, what's going on in Hollywood. Nah, ain't nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Just a normal old sit down talk. And you know, a brother just expressing what he feels like goes on in Hollywood. So fair use. This is for educational purposes. YouTube, fair use.
Nobody say, oh, everybody puts on a dress. Not everybody. I ain't seen Denzel put on nair lip gloss. I ain't seen that boy do any.
I can agree there already. We're in 5 seconds into the video. Well, 10 seconds into the video. You know, in Hollywood, they always saying, oh, what you got to do to be super successful. But there's a couple of actors I've never seen do the most. You ain't never seen Denzel putting on no dress, putting on no lipstick, playing no feminine bitch ass role. I could say that for maybe Samuel Jackson. I did see him play a crackhead. Matter of fact, I think I did see Samuel Jackson play a gay role. I got to get back to y'all on that one. There's a couple of solid dudes though that, you know, saying they to be successful and get great roles, they didn't have to, you know, put on a dress. But you know, some of these dudes, they wanted that shortcut.
Anything where I've been like, oh no, you too?
It makes me want to talk about just the representation of being a black man in Hollywood. And then I'll even add to a layer of that a black heterosexual male in Hollywood.
Well, you want to go ahead now?
So, you know, let's kind of unpack that.
Yeah.
Do you think, you know, if you maybe play the game a certain way and I'll suggest if you were a homosexual man, do you think that would have?
Hey, it's so funny those weird faces he be making, bro. Well, he listen to this and like, yeah.
Altered your career forever.
Because I'm the type of heterosexual man that will not compromise for two reasons.
Okay.
One, I'm the type of person that moves around in the world, so I know how, I couldn't do.
And I think that's the point that Kwame like to make too. I'm the type of dude, yeah, they got these different type of dudes out here. They got these compromising wabbits, and they got real men out here. Everybody ain't about to you ain't about to just play with any kind of man out there. They play with who they think they can play with.
Something even I'm like, all right, fine, it's just acting. And then you meet somebody like, damn, I saw you with that. I say, oh hell no, listen, man, that's acting. I move around, so that's one thing. That's part of it. We'll be able to do it justice. There's certain roles I just wouldn't even consider because I'm not gonna be able to pull it off, man. I'm offending them more than they gonna be offended by me saying something slanderous. They gonna be just like, oh come on now, really, And I just, that's the tip of the iceberg, and I just don't feel, this is funny. I talk to a lot of up and coming youth and people that are inspired and say, oh man, I'd love to do this. And, I'm waiting for my one shot. Listen, keep waiting. Don't feel like, you said give it to them sometimes. Don't feel like you have to do anything. You don't have to do nothing.
Bars. You don't have to do nothing. Hold your integrity. These cats be selling their ass for a role. They get over there in Hollywood. Oh, you gonna give me this role if I do this for you? Yeah, ain't too many men out there. They throw on that dress so damn fast.
You'll get your shot. Your time will come. You might have to wait longer. You might have to gut it out for a little bit, but there's no have to. Nobody say, oh, everybody puts on the dress. Not everybody. I ain't seen Denzel put on Nair lip gloss. I ain't seen that boy do anything where I've been like, oh, no, you too? I'm sorry, but I'm just serious. I don't believe you had to do it anyway. You don't have to go there, but maybe lead them on a little. I'm just keeping it a buck. I was like, I told you.
Is that you ain't gotta go there now. You just gotta, if you want to get there a little faster, you ain't gotta go there now. If you want to get there a little faster now, you gotta do what you gotta do. It ain't necessary though. These guys be acting like it's necessary. They want that bag so fast.
Oh no, and I didn't get the part. Maybe you should have said maybe, and then no later. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's you can play.
Hey, he said so. The trick is, y'all, when they ask you the weird shit, like, maybe later, maybe. Like, will you be willing to get in the dress? I'll think about it. Wait till you get in the door. Wait till you collect a couple of checks first. Yeah, wait till you collect a couple of checks first. Damn, hell nah, I ain't doing no shit like that.
Go there, but maybe lead them on a little. I'm just keeping it a buck. I was like, I told him no, and I didn't get the part. Maybe you should have said maybe, and then no later. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's you can play the game. They do it all the time. How many times you done whined and dined and did all that, and she said see you tomorrow, and you was like, damn, but you got the free drink.
That makes me, this is great. This is great because it makes me think. Okay, one of the first things I recognize about Omar is a smile, approachable.
Yeah,
and it makes me think about Hollywood, and I think about Terry Crews's situation. Approachable.
Right.
Let's unpack that.
Boy, they love bringing up Terry Crews, don't they? They won't let that man live with that little situation. Nah, he ain't gonna never be able to live that shit down. Every time they talk about a black man being violated, it's gonna come back to Terry Crews. Every time.
That was wild to me too. They're just like, wait a minute. It's funny too. Yeah. This is wild. I remember, can I tell the story? Man, it's fine. I remember when my brother, this is a tough one. Well, let's try to tiptoe around it because this is the world we live in.
Uh-oh. When you got to tiptoe around the story, you ought to know it's about to get wild. So y'all know his brother is Cuban Gooden Jr., a well-decorated actor. They've already made all kind of accusations on this man, you know what I'm saying? Some wild ass shit talking about he did this and that, whatever. But he's gonna tell a story about, an opportunity his brother had.
Basically, he was kind of propositioned or something, and he told my father about it. Like, this is what happens in Hollywood all the time. My father was like, what? You mean to tell me this man asked you if you ever decide not to be a man, to call it like that, and you was okay with that, you know? And I had heard that, and that made me go, damn.
See, that's the difference between the guys in the field that had a father, that had some proper guidance, that had purpose, that had, you know, somebody, real men in their life. That's probably why these Gooden boys was definitely successful like they was. He had a man in his life, like, he wants you to be a woman. They want you to not be a man for what? Hell to the nah.
You know what I mean? And maybe some people seem more approachable, and that could have been because of the roles he's taken. You know, we've seen things that make you go, damn, why? And maybe that made him seem approachable, but I've never been. But I've also had that. Well, which one? But they know.
He said he ain't never been approachable. They know not to come at him with that bullshit. Hey, he played that baby boy role, but that was my favorite. I've always been a fan of Omar Gooden Jr. I mean Omar Gooden, because I grew up in the 90s. If you grew up in the 90s, you knew Omar Gooden from Nickelodeon, Wild and Crazy Kids. If you grew up in the 90s, you remember Omar Gooden from Wild and Crazy Kids when he was just a teenager. Probably before you even knew who Cuban Gooden Jr. was. Well, before I knew who Cuban Gooden Jr. was, I knew who Omar Gooden was. And I always kept up with his career. You know, and he ain't never did no fuck shit. He ain't never played no role where it was degraded. Now, he did play in Baby Boy as like, you know what I'm saying, like this thug. You know, but even his role then, it was a very real moment. Because he was like, he was going through what a lot of brothers do go through. Salute Madeline Queen for the $10. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Madeline Queen, for showing love. But yeah, he ain't never just went out like no Buster. Salute Robert Brown.
Don't be just like, nah, not him. But this one, I take you. Like, you don't bring
Omar, he probably don't tell him.
Well, what I'm saying
they got
is,
they pick.
they just they understand. They would look and go, nah, don't mess with that one. Like I remember, this is funny too because I remember. Yeah, this is a better story to tell. Smart Guy, right? One of the episodes of Smart Guy, the writers came into my dressing room and said, we want to talk to you about an episode we have coming up. We think it'll be real funny, but we want to make sure that you're okay with it. And I was like, all right, tell me the story. So what the story is, TJ.
Yeah, he was that dude in Baby Boy. He was that friend that everybody, want. You know what I'm saying? Like that friend that always got your back. I'm talking about got your back. And yeah, he might be down on his luck, but he really want to do good. He one of those type of friends. But if you help him out, he one of those type of friends got your back to the depth. I loved his role in Baby Boy. Matter of fact, I need to clip up that role where he be like, yeah, man, you know how bad it feels when I have to act like I'm going to work. I be over there playing PlayStation and such and such. I forgot what he said, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know how bad I feel, having to tell my old lady I'm going to work, acting like I get up every morning, acting like I'm going to look for a job, and I'm over here such and such house playing PlayStation. Can't get no job. Hey, but that shit hits. That shit. I felt that. But salute to him for holding it down as a real man. Salute Musso Brown.
And Mo are parents of an egg, but TJ's gonna be.
Hold on, I'm gonna rewind that back so in case we lost our train of thought of what he was talking about. I remember this episode he talked about.
Why I would react if they understand, they would look and go, nah, don't mess with that one. Like, I remember, this is funny too, because I remember, this is a better story to tell. Smart Guy, right? One of the episodes of Smart Guy, the writers came into my dressing room and said, we want to talk to you about an episode we have coming up. We think it'll be real funny, but we want to make sure that you're okay with it. And I was like, go ahead, tell me the story.
Yeah, I'm at Do Dirty House, Do Dirty House.
And Mo are parents of an egg. But TJ's gonna be more like the dad, and Mo would be like the mom, but you're not gonna put on a dress, you don't have to wear any makeup or anything like that. It's just the way you respond will be like the protective mom, where he'll be more like the dismissive dad, and it'll be hilarious. And I was like, you brought all y'all in here to tell me this, like I was gonna start fighting people, like, what, I wish y'all will, but they really knew, like, if you just read it and trust me. And I was like, all right, I'll read it, and I read it.
So they knew not to play with him any kind of way. He gave him off that energy, like, yeah. Don't y'all know not even coming here with talking about no dress, no lipsticks, no wigs, no nothing. So it shows they know who to play with. He said they had to bring the whole team in there, like, hey, we're just gonna break down our idea. Nah, we don't want you to be a woman. We just want you to act like the motherly role. Yeah. That part.
It was hysterical. And of course I did. It was nothing. You know, it was funny. I think there's ways to be clever and fun. Like, it's funny, I was doing Family Time, 91 episodes, right? I keep saying how many episodes we did. We did a lot of episodes with them. And after a while, I pride myself on being funny without having to do physical comedy. Like, we got this, we want you to fall on the floor and laugh, it'll be hilarious. Why do I gotta fall on the floor to make it funny? I bet you I can look at them a certain way or find a way to say the line, it'll be funny. Oh, we think it'd be great if you had on the wig with the blah, blah, blah. Why would I have to do all that? I think I can do it this way, and so forth and so on. Then I gained weight. They were like, we're gonna do all these fat jokes. And I was like, fat jokes, huh? All right, I'll maybe let one or two slide, but after a while, you watch your mouth. You know, and I had to, at a certain point, I was like, yeah, you're about to cut them fat jokes out. We're gonna be fighting. Like, I'm serious. Like, I was like, it's not a game. And then writers would write it, and I come right, hey, Benny, what I said? He's like, oh, you're right. Yeah, cut all those. Let's move it over, blah, blah, blah. I was like,
That's how it happened when you move around like a real man. Yeah. Remember, I work with you. I don't work for you. I tell folks that I do work for all the time now. Any job, any employer I have, I tell them the same shit. I work with you. I don't work for you. Know who to play with now. Know who to play with.
think I'm funny enough? You think you have to laugh at me? They're like, no, you're right, bro. We'll change it. You come in, you freestyle it, you do whatever you want. You have to stand up for yourself. But if you let them get away with it, they'll do it.
Like he say, you let them get away with it, they'll do it. And that's in any situation. You let people get away with all kind of stuff, crazy stuff, they'll keep doing it. They're gonna push that limit. I ain't lying. So y'all, we got a lot of crazy stuff going on, man. Y'all know, if you're older, which most of my audience are, you know, you've been around when 9/11 happened and everything. So, you know, there was a major scare on airplanes and stuff when it came to just folks acting crazy and all that stuff like that. But I think it was today. Was it today? Let me see. We had a dude get on the airplane and went to go and talking crazy. Yeah, went to talking that crazy junk. So let me show y'all. Let me show y'all this weirdo on the plane. Trying to take over a plane. The man tried to open. Hey, if you ever been on a plane, I usually sit by the emergency exit, y'all. This wabbit tried to open the emergency exit. You know how many people would have died if he would have opened the emergency exit in mid-flight? But let me share this story though, and then we'll expound on it. I got a bad habit of telling what the hell happened before I show the story. I need to cut that out. So this next story is about a guy trying to hijack an airplane. Going from LA to Boston. Now, this is so scary because, you know, a lot of us fly. And we almost thought that this era was over, where people would try to, you know, take over an airplane or anything like that. Because we thought that after 9/11, you know, like, they don't hardly let you have shit on the plane. So apparently, he went and broke a spoon in half and made like a chain gang like weapon. So all the stuff that you can't have on a plane, you might as well add a spoon to that. Now they're gonna be starting to give you those little wooden spoons that you eat ice cream with, until somebody make a shank out of that. They don't realize, hell, a person can make a shank out of anything. You can make a shank out of anything. You can go past the damn security and all that and still find something sharp enough to pierce somebody's skin. Like, you're never going to be able to get rid of every single thing that a person can use as a weapon. You can use a regular ink pen as a weapon. Like, I learned that. I learned that in behind the wall. But anyway, let's get into this story, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button on your way in. Salute to y'all. Much love to the chat. So let's check out the story.
This morning, a United Airlines passenger is facing federal charges following a terrifying...
Now look at this joker. Like, I don't know, like, I ain't no airline passenger. I ain't no airline flight. But this joker look like he need to not get on the plane. I ain't lying. He look like somebody we just wanted to not getting on the plane just for the hell of it. You look like you about to do something weird. You look like he musky. Yeah, he look like he about to do something weird, y'all. But this is how, imagine you being this person. See, I usually sit by a window. So I can only imagine I'm sitting over here by a window and this wabbit walking down this what's name right here with a little bit of itty blade. Because in my head, I'm like, okay, I know he ain't got no gun. If I'm the dude that's right here behind him, boy, I'm about to have my moment. I'm about to take my moment. I wish you would, Wabbit, be waving a little knife around the plane that I'm on. And I'm a YouTuber. Boy, you about to get bop. Oop. Boy, I'm about to put these hands on you. You trying to open up a damn the door up here in the middle of the damn air. Boy, we way up in the edge. You done lost your damn mind.
A terrifying incident.
How is he thinking he's safe? Boy, I've been looking for somebody to let some pressure off on. I wish a bit would. I'm about to go viral. Beat the fuck out this boy.
On board a Boston-bound flight.
Look at him. He acting like he got a gun. He ain't looking at nobody nowhere.
I will kill every man on this plane.
Oh, hell nah. You know it couldn't be no nigga on there. Nah, bro. Nah. And he said, see, and look at these white dudes right here. He know who to try. Because I couldn't have been on this plane. You talking about I would kill every man on this plane. Bitch, you about to get bopped right now. I know I ain't going to jail for bopping you. I know I ain't going to jail for bopping you. You talking like that.
On this plane.
According to court documents, about 45 minutes before landing the cross-country trip from Los Angeles, this morning, a United Airlines passenger is facing federal charges following a terrifying incident on board a Boston-bound flight.
I will kill every man on this plane.
According to court documents, about 45 minutes before landing the cross-country trip from Los Angeles, the flight crew was notified that an emergency exit door on the plane had been disarmed. A flight attendant discovered the door's handle had been moved out of the fully locked position. Another flight attendant reporting 33-year-old Francisco Torres had been near the door, leading the crew to believe he had tampered with it. When confronted, Torres allegedly responded, asking if there were cameras to prove it. Witnesses say that's when he got out of his seat, approached two flight attendants in the aisle, and allegedly attempted to stab one of them in the neck 3 times with a broken metal spoon.
This wabbit tried to stab these folks 3 times in the neck after trying to open the door. Bruh. Yeah, I would have seen you touching that door, bruh. You would have got a 3-piece out the gate. Yeah, you better had that damn broken spoon. But being that I knew you couldn't have no real knife or no real nothing really on there, I would have took the opportunity to beat your ass for the clout. I would have been happy to be on this flight, y'all. I would have happily beat his ass for the clout. I would have been doing, boy, I would have been on every motherfucking interview. Yeah, man, I was just, I was on the flight, just listen, getting my material ready for my YouTube page. Y'all all follow me, subscribe up, Ears to the Streets TV. Y'all subscribe up, Ears to the Streets TV. Yeah. But yeah, I seen this wabbit touching on the emergency door, and I was like, what? Hey, bro, what you got going on? You talking about I kill every man on this plane? What? The fuck you do what? You do what? Whatever. Hey, yeah. Nah, y'all ain't gotta land the plane yet. Wait till we get all the way there. Yeah, take a photo. Yeah. Y'all sub up. Yeah, I appreciate that. The whole plane to be clapping for me and everything. Everybody be like, yeah. What's your YouTube channel? Yeah, that's Ears to the Streets. Yeah. I saved the next 9/11. I beat the shit out this wabbit. Yeah, I would have took all that clout. You was an easy wabbit. You easy. But that is a scary situation, though, all jokes aside. Because if he would have got that door open, wow. Just, oh, man. Somebody would have died.
We started hearing his voice get louder and louder. He was clearly agitated.
Passengers on board the plane, seen in this video shared by witness Lisa Olson,
Salute Madeline Queen for the $5. Much love. So that look like here is when they start having to wrestle the gun out of his hand. I mean, not the gun. Damn, not the gun. It look like a woman bombing on him, y'all.
Passengers on board.
Oh no, that's him swinging.
Seen in this video shared by
yeah, they acting like they
tackled and restrained the suspect.
There were probably 4 or 5 men that restrained him on the ground.
Torres later admitting to investigators he knew if he opened the door, many people would die. Also claiming self-defense during the altercation, saying he made the weapon on board in the bathroom.
Just how unusual is this?
So when they say he stabbed the man in the neck 3 times, I think that's where they were talking about right there. Yeah. You got your ass whooped, boy. I'm talking about, boy. Boy, I'm hyped up even looking at that. I just want to whoop it. I would have whooped his ass. I don't care if I was sitting way at the back. Soon as he would have said, I'm going to kill every man on this plane. I don't care where I would have been at on this plane. I'd have heard that.
God is the key.
Don't play. But we don't play when we 5,000 feet up in the air. I ain't lying. We ain't playing like that, bro. We ain't playing like that.
Degree of violence.
It's extraordinarily unusual, but it doesn't take that much to take a lot of everyday items and turn them into weapons.
It comes as we're learning new details about Torres. In 2015, he was ordered by a court to undergo a psychiatric evaluation, according to a lawsuit he filed against a hospital years later, in which he alleged he was misdiagnosed with a mental health disorder. In that suit, Torres, who represented himself, sought $50 billion.
What? This is what happened, really, yeah, they should have known, yeah. I mean, you can't lock a dude up for swinging for the fence. The dude sued for $50 billion. $50 billion, I want $150 billion. A license to carry and use if necessary concealed or unconcealed firearms and explosives on commercial transport. He want to be able to carry guns, explosives, landmines, grenades. Whatever he want. Boy, ain't nobody fucking with him.
And a license to carry and use, if necessary, any type concealed or unconcealed firearms and explosives on any commercial transports. The case was later dismissed. United Airlines says it has zero tolerance for any type of violence on our flights, adding this customer will be banned from flying on United pending an investigation.
Emily, this was a very...
He need to be banned from any form of public transportation. You need to be banned from bikes. You need to be banned from walking. You need to be banned from it. Just restrain this guy. Yeah, just go ahead and throw him away. Don't throw him away. Salute Kitchen Clothes Podcast on YouTube. God Space, salute. Welcome everybody. Make sure y'all hit that like button on your way in, man. We just covering what's going on, man. I can't make this stuff up. Hey, let me give y'all a data teacher moment. I think we need do we need a data teacher moment, y'all? Yes, sir. Let's get us a data teacher moment. All right. Today's data teacher moment. You might not ever have this happen in your life. But if, let's just say you just be, maybe in India or somewhere like that. If you ever see an elephant walking across the road, let that elephant walk across that road. You know why? Because nature rules everything. Everything? Yes, everything. Now, my homie right here. Now, the dude right here, he could have easily let this big ass elephant go ahead and walk across this road and get on about his damn business. See, in this country, obviously, damn elephants, you know what I'm saying, handle their damn business. They still in the wild. I can only imagine, you know, just knowing that elephants walk around here on an everyday basis. That's a whole nother story, though. I think it would be a cool thing, but I would understand to give that elephant his due respect. This dude act like he couldn't wait for this elephant to handle his business. I don't know why it always seems like an elephant is laughing when they do stuff like that. Now look at you, Wabbit. Look at you. See all these people back here? All these people back here, they understood. Just wait till the damn elephant pass through. The person that's with the camera back here, he understood. Let the damn elephant handle his business, pass through. You the only Wabbit that didn't want to respect this elephant's authority. Now look at you. Now look at you. Damn elephant that made you go viral. Let's watch that again. That was funny. Oh, this is Thailand. Elephant like, what? Nigga, is you playing with me? Hold on, bro. The fuck you talking about? Elephant like, excuse me, bro. Look at Elephant like, excuse me, bro. Trying to walk through here, bro. It's kind of hard for, like, I can't be waiting for you to pass by. Hold on. Elephant like, look, bro. Everybody back here know. Chill. The man that's holding the camera know. Chill. You could have just said, hey, I'm gonna hold back, you know, a couple of feet, let this man go on past, whatever. You just tried the elephant, bro. You tried the elephant. Come on, bro. What that elephant was supposed to do? You supposed to just disrespect the elephant? He just supposed to just, you know what I'm saying? He just supposed to just let you just run up on him like that?
Dummy. And that's for your dumbass jet.
Come on, man. Respect these animals, man. Elephant like, man, chill, bro. Chill, bro. I'm almost done. How you gonna run right in front of the elephant? Look what he's trying to do, y'all. He's trying to run in front of the elephant, bro. Like, you can't wait. I know the elephant gonna take a while. I know you got somewhere you gotta be. And in Thailand, I'm pretty sure you could call your boss and say, hey, bro, there's an elephant in the road. Now, you probably can't do that in America. Hey, imagine having a call work like, hey, man, I'm going to be late, man. There's a motherfucking elephant in the damn road. I ain't fucking with this elephant. Big elephant, nigga. Running shit. Elephant like, bro, leave me alone, bro. I'm trying to just, my nigga just, trying to just get to the other side. This bitch ass nigga want to run up on you. And this what you get. Like, you in my way? You in my way? Move, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way. Now look at
God, if you listen, help, 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 God. If you listen, help, 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 God.
Now you want some help. Now you want help. That'll teach you. That'll teach you. So, yeah, man, that'll be the data teacher moment today. So we're gonna go ahead and get into our last story, but not least, definitely not least. It is the headline story, though. Not sure if y'all heard about it, but I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all have heard about it. It's been a week since this incident has happened, but it's very significant because when it's been coming, it's been the kind of trending thing when it's been coming to it's been a trending thing when it's been coming to these BBLs and these going to Mexico and everything for these tummy tucks and these plastic surgeries, because we all know, of course, it's cheaper to go, to Mexico to get some work done, right? So a lot of people are going to Mexico to get that work done. I even went to I ain't gonna say I went to Mexico. I went to San Diego with a friend while she went and got a procedure done. Now, being that I am ex-con, I knew I ain't had no passport. So I wasn't about to go across that line. I wasn't even about to try to know, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't even about that life. Because I just felt like it wasn't gonna it wasn't gonna benefit me any damn way. But it seemed like the place that they went to is a little different. And the place that they went to is a little different. It just happened to be one of the most violent places in Mexico. And a lot of people are going there to get their plastic surgery and don't know the dangers of what they got going on there. Now, from what I'm hearing, the Mexican cartel got smoked with Haitians at the border. The Mexican cartel has smoked with the Haitians at the border. There's supposedly like 30,000, 40,000, and a growing number of Haitians allegedly are trying to come through the Mexican border. I don't know how true this is, but obviously these Mexican cartels ain't fucking with niggas. Let's put it like that. So, in the mix of that, this lady decided to go to this part of Mexico and get a tummy tuck, and end up getting ambushed by a Mexican cartel. Two of her friends end up getting killed, and her other friend, he has a leg wound, but he will live. It's a very, very tragic story. Because I'm pretty sure all these dudes wanted to do is be supportive of their friend, you know. She wants to go and have some kind of life-changing, change surgery. And apparently she hadn't been here before one time. And, everything went okay. So you know how it is. Usually if things go okay one time, people are willing to do it again and again and again and again. The dangers that most people are usually worried about are usually the dangers of the surgery going wrong. A lot of people are not looking at the danger of where they might be going, that there might be, something very horrible. Like, so, especially when we come to Mexico, we all heard of the cartels down there. And I think people don't understand that the cartels run Mexico. The government don't run Mexico like the government runs the United States. So when things happen there, it happens, it can happen to you. For real, for real. You might not even get the body back. Yeah, you might not even get the body back. You can't expect these folks to do right by you. You thinking about American laws and all that shit. It don't work like that. Nah, it don't work like that. So y'all, let's share this story. If you have a sensitive stomach, you might not want to see this. The news have been showing it, but they got the blurred out spots. So it's cool. I can show it because, they showing it on YouTube, and it is blurred out, the very graphic spots, but you definitely can see what it is that you need to see. And there's just a lot to expound on just how it works in Mexico. Because when you go to Mexico and you are a black man or a black woman, you are somewhere that you are very foreign to. You already foreign to America, the way they treat you. But when you go to Mexico, you got to realize they government, they police ain't the police. The gangs got more guns than the police. Somebody like your truck, they want to take your truck, they gonna take your truck. Somebody like your girl, you like your girl, yeah. Your girl, his girl now. You better tiptoe around that bitch. I ain't lying. Now, I know you want to be supportive of your homegirls and all that shit like that. But nah. You getting the ass lift. Definitely ain't gonna be worth me going down there to Mexico in these folks' territory when these folks got the police scared. If the police scared, I'm scared. Damn that shit. Cause I can't bring no guns with me. So why the hell would I bring my ass down here? And I can't bring no guns, and I don't know nan bit of goddamn Spanish. Cause y'all niggas driving from all the way from South Carolina. And I don't know what the fuck she told these niggas. to make them go. And today I was looking at another podcast. Shout out to Nick at Night. Nick at Night. I've watched her for a long time. I've been watching her pushing. But she was having this discussion. And man, there was some chick that was on there. There was one chick like, man, she shouldn't have been going, you know, they shouldn't have even been going. And like, it was some other people that they were mad as a motherfucker about her saying that. They're like, well, some women, they absolutely need the surgery. And I was like, you know, and I could kind of understand in some occasions, you know, but the girl was like, man, if you be healthy and this and that, you know, and it sounded like she was being very rude, but there was some truth to what she was saying, and it was some harsh truth. But the debate is, should she have put her friends into that kind of danger? And she probably thought that she was being safe by taking 3 men with her to protect her. She probably thought that she was being safe by having 3 men to protect her there. 3 black men. And those 3 black men probably felt like they were supporting her. Hey, she's had 6 kids. She want her body to be right. She got the money. This is what she want to do. But see, ignorance is and not saying in a negative way, but ignorance of not knowing, not doing your research. You could follow behind a woman's emotions of, oh yeah, I want to look pretty, but can you follow behind her instance of researching where we're going first? Not putting our safety, not okay, yeah, you know you're gonna put your life in danger on that table. But now, can we research the area that we're going in, that we're gonna stay in? Salute, Mom Boss Mayos. Good night, good night, good night. Yeah, it says a second trip. And when I was looking at Nick at Night, she was saying she had a friend that had literally went to this same place. It's a popular place. It's a popular place. They say this city, they do a lot of cheap work. Like for teeth and, you know, plastic surgery, all that. They do really cheap work. But the town is on the top 4 most dangerous places in the world. The no-fly zone, pretty much. No-fly zone. Do not come here. No siree. If you're not from here, don't come here. We know if you're not from here. See, this is where information can fail you. If you do not have your information, if you do not research, because it could have been easily researched where you're going at in another country. Hey, let me pull up this city. Oh, damn, there's a Mexican cartel there that will fucking kill any terrorist, any motherfucker that don't look like them. I guess I'll ignore that. There's a Haitian-Mexican war going on at the border of Texas. Hell yeah, fuck that. I'll ignore that. The dudes that I'm taking, they don't know nothing about that. They'll be all right. They don't look Haitian. They don't look Haitian. They just black with dreads. Hell, the Mexican, they can't tell. Maybe they'll ask us some questions. Maybe they'll say, hey, are y'all niggers? What kind of niggas y'all is? We got beef with some niggas, but we want to make sure y'all the niggas that we got beef with. Like, little basic research. Could have told these people what the fuck they was going into. See, I'm the type that I would have been asking all kind of questions. What the city name that we going to? I'd have been typing that shit up. Oh, hell nah. Hell nah. Yeah. Y'all on y'all own, my guy. Y'all on y'all own. I don't care that you gonna pay me a band to go. Nah. I flew to San Diego, but I waited in the Airbnb in San Diego, and her and her homegirl drove into Mexico and and back. I was like, boy, y'all is brave as hell. Y'all drove into Mexico by y'all damn self to go to that damn doctor. It turned out okay though. Yo, we live at AMC. But let's go into this story. Turn the music down a little bit.
All right, we've got some sad breaking news to report about the 4 U.S. citizens who were abducted in Mexico last Friday. This news coming to us, according to the local governor in Mexico, 2 of those Americans are now dead. The group was kidnapped by a cartel in northern.
Now, let's dissect this a little bit, y'all. What's good, AMC? So, yeah, man, like this Mexico, right? What they did, these people was at one of the little, pharmacies, drugstores to go, because you got to get a certain kind of medicine and stuff for the procedure and everything, y'all. So they just minding their business. They in a minivan, so they're not in something that they're not in something that's like, suspicious and not like that. They ain't a regular minivan rental. But them license plates say South Carolina, North Carolina. They're American license plates. So first of all, they know you're American. 2, your skin tells it all. You black. They got smoke with niggas. You at the border. They at the border. They a little bit past the border. You say my audio sounds low? Or the audio on the my audio or the audio on the video's low? Okay. I got you. I'll turn it up. But what they got is like I say, the guys, they done ambushed them. They pulled up, shot them immediately. Because these guys were over here on the ground, laid out. That's what they got blurred out right here, y'all. These are the dudes. They just pulled up, shot straight through the window. Pop, 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 pop. No talking. Killed her friends. They throwing her on the truck right now. And the other dude, I think he got shot in the leg. So he on there too. But the other two, they dead. They laid out. Now traffic over here, everybody just like, this just another day. And these dudes, they taking their damn slow time.
In Border City, relatives of the victims say they traveled into Mexico for medical procedures. Authorities believe the group might have been mistaken for.
See, they just like looking like they got on bulletproof vests. You know, they doing this like they the police.
Drug smugglers. CBS News correspondent Omar Villafranca is in Brownsville, Texas. That's just over the border where those Americans were kidnapped. Omar, thanks for joining us on such short notice. What can you tell us about what the governor in that state in Mexico has said?
And I want to add a little bit to that attribution, Vlad. It was the governor of Tamaulipas and also the attorney general of Tamaulipas have both reported that 2 of the 4 Americans, as you mentioned, who were kidnapped, were killed. Another one of those, the third American, was injured. We do not know the condition of that American, and another one was not hurt. Now, here's what we're trying to figure out.
She was the only one that wasn't hurt. Everybody else got hurt. That's the sad part. Not saying she deserved to get hurt or nothing like that. I'm just saying everybody came in the name of trying to support something that, you know what I'm saying? So everybody has their reason. It could be something that's very necessary. I give her the benefit of the doubt. But we're starting to see more and more things that can go wrong when it comes to these surgeries that people acting like they most definitely need. You got to be careful taking your black ass into another country. You need to find out what kind of smoke them folks got with niggas. But anybody that look like you, don't assume just because you're not that kind of nigga that they ain't gonna mess with you.
Who has passed away and who is injured and who is still alive? We're trying to get the proper names assigned with that. We know the names of the 4 people who were abducted, but we don't know at this point who is alive and who is dead. It's worth noting at this point that the U.S. government has been working with the Mexican government, and the Mexican government has said that they formed a task force to go and look for these people who were abducted last Friday. And another big question is, where are they? Where were they discovered? We don't know yet. We're trying to figure out the condition of the people who are still alive and where they are and if they are in safe hands. A lot of unanswered questions, but unfortunately the information we do know is not good. 2 have passed away, 1 injured.
Has the White House or the State Department commented at all about this?
Right now, they're probably listening. The president of Mexico, AMLO, speaks.
Now look at this scene, y'all. Look at this scene. You sitting here parked. You right here at the little gas. What they say, gas Rodriguez or whatever. Just you're sitting here waiting for your medicine in a minivan. Or maybe they was driving because it looked like they wrecked. And y'all got to know that there was a Mexican citizen that died also. When they ambushed these people, salute Layla H. Yeah, that's what I was saying too, Layla. I was saying they was warning people about here. All you had to do is just, they said the same day they had updated. But I think all those warnings still would have made her still want to go. The ego of wanting to be beautiful, I think that she was thinking it wasn't gonna happen to her or them. They ain't worrying about us. We black folks. I can guarantee you that's the type shit. She probably was thinking that they just got smoked between Mexicans. But you could have looked and seen that there was smoke between Haitians and Mexicans going on right now in that area. And you might have got confused with a Haitian. And they ain't playing down there. They don't give a damn that they made a mistake. And they killed the Mexican citizen. So they ain't give a fuck about them either. It ain't nothing personal. You can't pull all that black shit down there. Because if some white boys pulled up and shot up some niggas and kidnapped their ass, you holler bloody murder down here in America. Oh, but they do that shit in Mexico all the time. You can't go get your homeboys and all that crazy shit. That shit humbling as a motherfucker. They might not even send your goddamn body back. That's just how they rolling. You looking for American justice shit. Them folks like, man, fuck y'all niggas. Some niggas got killed around here. Y'all niggas shouldn't have been down here. Y'all niggas got, y'all go play that American shit. Why don't you, I bet your bitch asses won't come down here and start marching. I ain't lying. I bet y'all niggas won't go to Mexico and start marching. Anybody want to go to Mexico and start marching and talk about some fucking civil rights? Fuck no. Anybody that want to go down here and goddamn stand up for the niggas that just got gunned down by the cartel? Nope. Nope. All that capping, all these gangsters, anybody want to ride? Nope. Stay your ass away out of these folks' shit. Out these folks' backyard. Don't let no woman trick your ass into going down here and whatever. You better do like I did. Stay your ass right across the border. I stay my ass right there in goddamn San Diego. Yeah, you can go and take your ass across the goddamn border and Tijuana or whatever the little place is you went. I went on and let her. Yeah, you can go across that damn border. I'll be right here. I'll help you recover. But I'm gonna be over here in the United States. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, I'm gonna be over here in the United States. You can go over there. Don't let no woman trick y'all ass and go over here to other countries and lose your life trying to get a damn goddamn get somebody a fat ass. Nah, homie. Nah, homie. You wanna go over there and get your ass kidnapped? You on your own. You wanna go get yourself kidnapped? That's on you.
Kind of in a briefing type setting, And some of that information came out in the president's briefing. We're waiting to get any response from the White House and the State Department and the FBI to see if, and from family members of these folks from North and South Carolina, trying to see if we can get any reaction from them and find out what happens next.
So, Omar, and I know this is, again, breaking news, and you're getting the information as we are reporting it live on the air here, but do we know, or do we have an understanding at all, if the two that are reported to be dead were killed, were executed? In other words, they were taken, abducted, and then executed, or were they perhaps hurt in that gunfire that killed that one Mexican woman, as you report?
Well, and that's a question we don't know about, Vlad, but in the...
So, like I say, a Mexican woman got killed in the mix of that. So they ain't give a damn about whether it was they people, y'all people, who people. We don't give a fuck. They ain't give a fuck.
The video that we have played before, and we want to warn people if we're playing it right now, it is disturbing. You see cartel members who are armed pull up in a pickup truck and put a woman in the back of a truck. I'm not sure if she was injured, but she was upright and they were walking her in. The other two did not look good. We see them dragging.
Yeah, they just slung her big ass in that bit. Hey, get your ass up here. And see, she just probably got, I don't know if she had already had the surgery or this was before the surgery. But she better be looking she ain't had the surgery already and they was doing all this shit. That shit would have bust all her stitches. Ooh, wee, boy. So when they after they had that surgery, like all that shit that just got stitched up, man, her ass would have been like a goddamn pinata out there. I ain't lying. Oh man, it would have been ugly for her if she would have had that surgery already. Boy, ooh-wee. I feel for her, but she better be. It could have been much worse for her. Yeah, I know what you meant, Jenny. You would have popped all those stitches. Oh man, oh, she. That shit. But it was sad, boy. Yeah, I'm talking about if y'all see the raw footage of this shit, which is all over Twitter and all over, they got it blurred out here, but that shit all over, man. And you just see these dudes' lifeless body just laid out. They killed these dudes on sight just for being black, and they just thought that it was somebody they had smoke with. Before you take your ass over to them folks' country, thinking that you supporting some woman that want to get, plastic surgery, that want to get that half off deal, you need to think. Research where you're going first. If you think that you still are safe enough to do that, hey, more power to you. But you're risking your life when it comes to on that table, and you're risking your life just going to the damn doctor office because they only gonna sell the medicine that you can get right there in that town. So you're gonna have to go somewhere where you're gonna have to be exposed.
A body across the road, and we're not sure if it was blood or some other type of body fluid that was on the ground while they were dragging them and put them next to her in the back of that pickup truck. We don't.
Now imagine they having to drag your dead homie. You down there, you done brought your friends, your childhood friends, your relatives, your brothers, your cousins, whatever it is. You brought them clean across the damn world. I mean, yeah, to another country. Thinking that they protecting you. You get ambushed. And then you gotta have to sit right there by your dead friend or whatever, the person that came with you to protect you, while you got your body to get your body done, and you're looking at the dead body of the person that you know you was responsible for putting their life in danger. Think about that also when you're thinking about, I might survive on this table, but you're gonna need somebody else to participate in you making this decision. So unless you're gonna pay some damn security or something to go down there, don't go putting your loved ones in danger by trying to change up your body and put some other guy's life in danger. Salute Black Rain the General. Black Rain the General in the area. Say back in the days, the cartel make most of their money, majority of their money for kidnapping. Hell, that's still in the days. But yeah, I agree with you. But this is very common of people starting to go overseas. I mean, not overseas, but to Mexico to get their surgery. Like I said, I had a friend that did that. She went in Tijuana though, which is right across the border of San Diego. And we went to San Diego and she drove on in there, but I wasn't gonna drive on in. Well, I couldn't anyway because I couldn't get I ain't had no passport, but I wouldn't have did it even if I had a passport. I'm going to somewhere with a big group of motherfuckers. I'm going like on a cruise or something. I might go to Cancun on the cruise. That's about as far as it goes. But they could have did simple research, like looked on the they probably could have just Googled whatever city they was going to. They probably could just Googled it and like hell. Just put the damn city in there. It probably would have popped up. No, stay your ass away from here. Probably would have popped up. No, nigga. No niggas. Nigga, no. Nigga, no. Soon as you would have put in that name of that city, nigga, no. No niggas. No niggas.
Don't want to jump to conclusions to say one of those people have died, but it did.
They carrying a dead body right there, y'all. They dragging this man dead body from over here. They got traffic held up. People just, hey, this is a normal day. This dude look like he just threw up. Like this is his job right now. To fucking kill niggas and drag them and put them in a goddamn truck. He got to deal with dead bodies and shit. It look like he just threw up.
Did not look good from the initial scene from what we saw on Friday. And as you mentioned, a Mexican civilian who was there in that intersection was killed. So there were bullets flying left and right. There was cartel violence there in Matamoros on Friday. In fact, the local leadership there in Mexico, when that gunfire broke out in the afternoon, was basically telling people to shelter in place. So did the U.S. State Department. If there's Americans down there, stay in place. Why that's important? This is spring break right now. Here where I'm at, Brownsville is safe. The other side is Matamoros, but there's a lot of people who come down here, not only from Texas, but from the South, because South Padre Island, which you've probably heard of, is just down the road. This is the airport that you would most likely fly into to go to South Padre Island. People come here, they have a good time, maybe cross into Mexico to eat and maybe drink and have some fun and come back over. The State Department has a level.
Now, observe how close that is, y'all. Like, this is not like, you're still basically in the United States right here. This is like going from Brunswick to Jacksonville. This is the distance from Florida to Georgia to Florida. You could be right here in Texas in the United States and then be right here in Mexico in 45 minutes. And that's probably how they felt. They're like, hey, we ain't far. We basically still in the United States. Just, we crossed the little line. We crossed the little invisible line. And when they looked it up, they probably were like, okay, we could fly in for right there. We could rent a car and just drive right across that little invisible line, get the little medicine we need, go into the little place. Nobody ain't gonna see us. But see where they might have messed up at. I don't think they flew in. I think they drove. See, last time she probably flew, rented a car from somewhere around here. That way she probably had some Mexican plates. But then being that she probably drove this time, they rented a car from North Carolina or wherever they from. I believe it was them plates that gave them away, where it probably draw attention to them. And then to see niggas with dreadlocks in a truck, that shit probably stood out like a damn a green hat with a yellow brim. Yeah, it definitely stood out seeing some niggas in Mexico with dreads, and it looked like some of them had goals, and they got smoked with some Haitians because they having smoke with Haitians at the border. Drug smuggling. Some Haitians are trying to smuggle drugs through the border, and I think they're at war with them. But this is the type of stuff that you got to research. You got to, you can find out. You could, matter of fact, let me type in. I'm about to type it. Well, nah, if I type it in now, of course it's going to bring up this story. Yeah, you know. But you could have probably typed in this city right here, Matamoros. And I'm pretty sure it would have said, this ain't the place you want to be fucked up in. I'm pretty sure it would have said that. Salute, Martin Smith.
Forewarning to not go over. Some people do anyway. So a lot of attention not only on the Mexican side, but on the American side to see exactly what happened to these people.
Yeah, that's what I was sort of wondering about. So, what we learned this morning is that at least one person had gone down there for a procedure, probably a cosmetic procedure. I mean, that happens quite a lot. But in various places. But I wondered about how frequently it happened in this area, in this town. Is this an area that's known for plastic surgery proceders, or was this like a sort of an odd thing?
No, I mean, you're in a part here in Matamoros is a town of more than 500,000 people, and there are doctors there. On the other side, you have the border towns you have Brownsville, you have McAllen here. That's a big city where they can go to. Look, there's a lot of people, and I'll be honest, I grew up in San Antonio. We would go to Laredo, cross over into Nuevo Laredo, and you could go to a drugstore over there. You could get simple, amoxicillin, all.
So it's not so rare that people would just, go over the border just to grab something. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, it's cheap over here. You know what I'm saying? Nobody probably won't fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I see some nice Mexican people. But that cartel ain't no game. They shoot first, ask questions later. When they got smoked, they got smoked.
All my tias, all my grandmas wanted the retinol to put on their face. They wanted the cheaper medical stuff that they could get without a prescription. Nothing nefarious, but you could get it cheaper, and it was readily available over there. It's not uncommon for people here on the Brownsville side to say, like, well, I need to go to the drugstore. Instead of going to CVS, they cross over and they go and buy a few things over there much cheaper and bring it back over here. The same thing with medical procedures, especially cosmetic. Brazilian butt lifts, there can be augmentations, tummy tucks, but even dental work. There are dentists who, come to school here in the U.S. and then go back to Mexico and practice there. And a lot of people do go over there. It's cheaper. And if they don't have insurance here in the U.S., they go over into Mexico. The same way you hear people in Florida go to Colombia for various procedures as well. It's just a quick.
And hell, my brother was mentioning to me about going to Colombia to go and get some dental work. And I was going to do that at the age of 44. Now I've been kind of reconsidering that. But there's somewhere that I'm researching where I can go and I can feel safe to go and get some major dental work. To go get my Steve Harvey on. But damn, I'm a nigga with dread and goals. Y'all think I could get in there and get my goals taken out real quick before they notice me?
Quick plane trip, a little bit of recovery, and come over. A lot of times they'll start here in Brownsville, cross over into Matamoros, get whatever elective or cosmetic surgeries they may want done, and then come back here on the American side and recover.
Omar, so how is the, I guess this is going to be sort of an interesting question, but how is the governor getting this information if we are to believe that these kidnappings and ultimately this killing was carried out by a cartel? So how would the governor and the attorney general be privy to this information? What are they I'm guessing they probably know something.
Well, I'm gonna cut that story off. But yeah, let me see. Let's see the other stories that they have with this. So now you got the, you got the sad stories that's gonna go out, and I definitely feel bad for the family of the men who lost their life, just trying to be good fellas. This brother here, this article says, Mexico kidnapping survivor mourns brother killed by cartel wife. So they was her brothers. One of the survivors of the Mexican cartel kidnapping this morning, the loss of his two murdered friends, who he viewed as brothers. Okay, they wasn't his his real brothers, but they were his close friends. Michelle Williams told CNN she was able to speak with her husband, Eric James Williams, shortly after police rescued him, a fellow American, Latavia Tay McGee, from wooden shack they'd been held in last week. So here's one of the brothers right here. This is one of the brothers who was killed. I believe he's one of the ones that was killed. Okay. She was identified as one of the American victims found dead. Yeah, he was the one that was killed. Facebook Williams, who suffered 3 gunshot wounds to his leg, was emotional when speaking to his wife and 11-year-old son later Tuesday. So the one that survived, he got shot 3 times in the leg. He might not live might not walk no more. The type of guns that they had. I was just glad to hear his voice, said his wife. The 4 friends from South Carolina were captured shortly after arriving Friday in a crime-ridden city, Matamoros, so McGee would undergo tummy tuck operation. So it's like, soon as they got there, it went down. So this is her right here. Latavia McGee was scheduled for a tummy tuck surgery on the day of the kidnapping. Her mother, Barbara Berger, said on Facebook that she definitely lost her money. And here's the story as it was going on.
CNN correspondent Rose.
$1,000 reward.
Here's the story before they found out.
Right now, the FBI is offering a $50,000 reward. This is for the return of 4 Americans kidnapped in Mexico. So that kidnapping happened on Friday. A car full of U.S. citizens.
So before, everything unfolded when they was actually still looking for him, they had a $50,000 reward out for him. This was a story that kind of got past me. I guess it wasn't big enough because it was niggas here. Because they damn sure wasn't like pushing this through the news like that.
Drove into the border city of Matamoros, Mexico. You see it there on the map. It's just southeast of McAllen, Texas.
CNN correspondent Rosa Flores, she's in Houston now covering the story. Rosa, you're familiar with this area of the country. What more do we know about the circumstances? What kind of groups are operating there? Do we have any idea at this point?
Right now the FBI is saying very little. Their statement only saying that this happened on Friday and that these 4 U.S. citizens crossed the border from Brownsville, Texas into Matamoros, Tamaulipas, which is just south of where I am, just south of the Rio Grande Valley of South Texas. Now, according to the FBI, these 4 individuals were driving a white minivan with North Carolina license plates. And shortly after they crossed into Matamoros, Mexico, that's when they were fired upon by an unidentified individual. And shortly thereafter, the 4 U.S. citizens were taken from the scene by armed individuals. Now, the FBI.
So there was no way that they can defend themselves. So, I mean, I know she took men so she could feel safer to defend her, but they can't defend you if you're getting ambushed. Yeah, they know what's going on. They labeled it, don't go. So if you go, you're going at your own risk. So they don't want to hear no shit about why you can't do nothing about it. Oh, why y'all can't arrest nobody. You ain't gonna get no justice. You ain't getting no justice. They told y'all niggas, stay your black ass over there. Don't bring your ass over here. I bet y'all niggas won't come over here marching and shit. Yeah. We don't want to hear that shit about no damn racist. What? Fuck you. Don't bring your ass over here. Talking about you want no damn tummy tuck. No goddamn new teeth. No goddamn butt lift. They gonna lift your wig. Those folks don't fuck with us. They showed you that when that young girl got beat by her own friends or whatever, and they was willing to take a little pocket change to shut the fuck up. They don't fuck with y'all niggas. Don't nobody fuck with y'all niggas. And we don't even fuck with each other. So that's why we so fucked up.
Says that is asking for the public's help in identifying these suspects and that there is a $50,000 reward for information that leads to an arrest. The American citizens have not been identified, and the FBI does say that they're working with their federal and local law enforcement partners in Mexico. Now, about Matamoros and about this area, Matamoros is in the Mexican state of Tamaulipas. The U.S. Department of State has Tamaulipas on its do not travel list for U.S. citizens because U.S. citizens have been victims of crime and kidnapping.
Do not travel. Tamaulipas State. Do not travel. Do not travel due to crime and kidnapping. Do you think these niggas looked at this and said, well, that don't apply to us? Organized crime activity, including gun battles, murder, armed robbery, carjacking, kidnapping, forced disappearances, extortion, sexual assault is common among the northern border, and in Kuwait, Victoria, criminal groups target public and private passenger buses. Private passenger buses. So even if you go in these thinking that you on some kind of tourist guide and shit, and you safe with these for hell nah. As well as private automobiles traveling through Tamaulipas often taking passengers and demanding ransom payment. These folks ain't playing, man. Stay out the way.
And so, Erica and Jim, this area is known.
Salute, Cali Kane.
For this. Cartels operate there. One of the reasons why I cover this in this area is because a lot of the migrants that we cover when we cover the border end up in these areas, in these very dangerous conditions. And so right now, of course, the FBI focusing on these 4 U.S. citizens. We do not have the identities of these U.S. citizens again, but the FBI is investigating.
Like I said, that was before they actually caught up with what was going on and everything. So we kind of know the kind of results of what's going on now. But yeah, man. Yeah, we'll check out this one more.
Out of Mexico. Officials there now say that they have located the 4 Americans abducted last week. They sadly report that 2 of them are dead. The video of their kidnapping is so troubling and terrifying. You can see what investigators believe are members of a Mexican drug cartel loading the group into the back of a truck. It's happened in broad daylight, as you can very well see, after a shooting that left at least 1 bystander dead. A source tells CNN that investigators believe that the kidnappings here are a case of mistaken identity. Their families say they were traveling from South Carolina to Mexico for a medical procedure. Let's get it over to Josh Campbell. He has the very latest coming in for us. Josh, what more are officials saying now?
Well, Kate, I've been talking with U.S. officials familiar with this investigation since this event began. And although they were holding out hope that they would be able to rescue these 4 American victims, they were very honest. They said, look, the situation looks very grim. And that is because in that video that you showed, that very graphic video from the aftermath of this incident, you see people being loaded onto the bed of that truck, including one woman who was shoved into the bed. There were other people loaded onto the back of that truck who did not appear to be moving. Now we're getting the new breaking news coming in. A U.S. official familiar with this investigation tells me that all 4 of the American victims have been located. However, 2 of them are deceased. Two did survive, but I'm told that one of those who did survive is severely injured. And so that person is receiving medical care at this hour. Now, this occurred at some type of medical clinic in Matamoros, which is just over the U.S. border. This is part of the location where we know this group of Americans went from South Carolina to Texas and into Mexico. A source said seeking medical treatment. They were just recently found at some type of clinic. But again, the breaking news, 2 of them sadly are deceased. As far as what happens next, we know that special agents from the FBI have been engaged with their counterparts in Mexico since this incident began. And so we're expecting that those agents, if they're not already on scene, will be working with their Mexican law enforcement partners to go to the scene where these victims are.
Sorry, y'all. I'm muted. But yeah, y'all. I just realized it. I appreciate everybody. But yeah, we're gonna wrap it up with that. But that's just how it goes, man. You know, it's unfortunate that these brothers had to lose their life trying to be supportive of somebody, you know, that they cared about. But wise people, we learn from the mistakes of others. So we're gonna have to learn from the mistakes of others. Somebody wants you to go to Mexico or some other country with them to go get something done or whatever. Do some research. Yeah, do your research. Find the safest way that you can do that. And if you don't feel comfortable, don't feel bad about saying no. Just because you got a situation like this, now you got an excuse to say no. But like I say, we just had another good night of just, you know, going through some daily news. We had Omar Gooden, you know, kind of exposing Hollywood. We had the plane jacker, the person that he tried to open the door on the plane. He actually tried to attack some people on the plane. I wish that was me, because I wish I could have whooped his ass on that plane and got all that clout for it. But you know, it is what it is. They could have made a movie about me whooping that damn dude's ass. We had the pregnant woman that decided to try to rob somebody, or at least that's what they say. I don't know, because it kind of sounds funny. I think she tried to line somebody up. I don't think she actually held a gun to somebody and like, oh, give it up. But I think she tried to line somebody up, and they found out what was going on, and everything went wrong. And then we had the rabbit that couldn't wait for the elephant to pass the road, so the elephant had to teach him. So we had that as our data teacher moment. And another data teacher moment of somebody going into Mexico and trying to alter their body, but not thinking of not only the consequences of not surviving the table, but just the travel of it. Because they didn't even make it to the table. They was ambushed immediately. No questions asked. And somebody probably was like, hey man, don't you know they got a war going on over there with with Haitians or whatever like that? I'm like, man, shit ain't got nothing to do with me. I ain't no Haitian. But you look just like one. But it is what it is, man. Like I say, wise people, we learn from everybody else's mistakes. But shout out to the chat. Shout out to David Johnson, Jenny Velez, Callie B. Shout out to Marty Smith, Love Lace, Miss J, Lola H, Black Rain, the General, Mike. Salute to you, my guy. Salute to AMC. Salute to Too Big for Skinny Jeans. 421 TV. Big Rig Jew Martin. Salute to Unity. Salute to Kwame Brown. Salute to Iceberg Thoughts. One Life. David Johnson. Deron B TV. Salute to the Kitchen is Closed podcast. Salute to Ishmael. Salute to Jenny Velez. I think I shouted her out, but hell, this worked twice. Christopher Lloyd Mumpkin. Salute my guy. God Space. Salute. Much love to Medellin Queen. I appreciate the super chats. OG Speaks 2020. Salute to you. Clarence Banks Jr. Salute. Carl Belton. Salute, my guy. Man, I appreciate every last one of y'all. Robert Brown. Salute. Dude, Jimmy McFly. Steady grinding. Man, I appreciate all y'all support. I know y'all could be anywhere on the YouTube streets right now, but y'all over here rocking with Ears to the Streets. Salute the chocolate candy lady. Yeah, man, y'all move around a little bit, man. We're gonna have a I got some more stories that I cover tomorrow. It's getting late tonight, so y'all tune in tomorrow. I'll have some stories to cover for y'all tomorrow. If you have any stories that you want me to cover, don't be shy to email me at earstothe streets@gmail.com. and I'll take a look at them and try to do some research on them and see where it goes. Can't promise nothing, but I definitely will take a look at them. So y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. The first time here, make sure you subscribe up. If you haven't been getting the notifications, turn your notifications off, then turn it back on. Make sure it's on all. And y'all have a beautiful night and morning wherever you at in the world. And I'm gonna get up out of here. Wickmate 912 out your area.
Yo, this is Ears to the Streets. Y'all know what time it is.
Coming about 100 miles, you can look and tell I be having it. Ever since I jumped off the porch, I took an oath to go after it. Guacamole, that's fettuccine. In the kitchen with the stove heat, water running, money coming. I'm moving up just like Georgia Weezy. People believe it, I'm certified. Hustle hard from 9 to 9. I done took about 100 losses, but they came up about 1,000 times. This right here, that real shit. Mid-time to this bill is them niggas that they love to hate.